Hi everybody, so today we're going to be making a fall veggie soup. So I had some pumpkins left over from Halloween, which I had previously cut up and stuck in the freezer. We're going to use those, and some carrot, ginger, turmeric, onions, and garlic. And I saw these, and I thought I wanted to try them in my soup. I'm doing it like a blender soup, so we're going to try putting beets, parsnips, and carrots in there. These are actually a fry, but because we are going to be blending it, that's actually going to give it a nice potatoey flavor, and the parsnips will make it kind of a nutty flavor too. So I am going to save myself a handful of these fries. Hang on, this is shiny in my eyes. And I'm going to stick a couple in the oven just so I can see what they taste like as a fry, and the rest are going in the soup. I'm just going to cut this open. Right. Spread around my oil. Spoon myself. Alright. That's good. And a small handful of onion first, and the rest will be for the soup. Oh, that's good. Alright. Maybe I'll have a few more. Putting these in at 400 degrees. Alright, so I'm going to take a little bit of butter. I always cook with real butter because it tastes better that way. And I'm going to stick this in the soup. So normally there's 2 tablespoons of olive oil in this soup. So I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of butter. If you wanted to make a vegan variety of this soup, you could use oil instead of butter and coconut milk instead of cream, because coconut milk makes a really nice creamy soup. So to start off, I am going to put my garlic and onions and little bits of celery in here in the bottom, and I'm just going to use it like a skillet for the bottom, and we're not going to drain it. We're going to have all those flavors sort of cooking into the bottom of this before we add our water and the rest of our vegetables. I'm going to stick that on medium. Put the rest of my butter in the fridge. And I have a little bit of celery left. It's kind of gone a bit limp, but that's okay for soup because I tasted it first and it's really good. The leafy stuff in the middle is the best for making a soup. I'm going to fry up a little bit of this with my onions. The rest I'm adding later. Okay, so you can use fresh cloves of garlic, maybe 2 cloves. I am using this roasted garlic paste because I like the way it tastes. So about like a tablespoon or 2 cloves of garlic. And my onion. bag away already, so oh wait, I didn't. When you're making fries, they go in for 25 minutes. So I'll adjust that a bit. Onion. So this pumpkin is pre-roasted. Usually it takes about like half a pumpkin, maybe an hour, hour and a half, till it's soft in the oven at 350. So that's what I did beforehand. I'm gonna just keep stirring this until the onions are nice and brown because I like to have the caramelized flavor. And let's see if I have any of this. Yes. Okay, so I have this roasted red pepper mix. It's used for a dip, but I like to use it in chilies and in soups because it tastes really good. So I'm putting in about a tablespoon of that. This is actually smoked paprika with a little bit of garlic and some other stuff in it. I got this from the Pharmacy in the keto section because when I buy pre-mixed spices, I want to make sure there's no sugar in them. So that's where I get my seasonings and my sauces from, so they don't have sugar in them. This actually is called a smoky bacon barbecue or something like that. So it gives it a nice bacony flavor, which I like when I do a potato-y soup. And because this is pumpkin, it's going to taste kind of like butternut squash soup. So I want to give it a nice smoky flavor. I'll give myself 5 or 6 good shakes of this, maybe like a teaspoon. And another thing I use in my soups is celery salt. It goes amazing. And it gives it that nice vegetable soup flavor. I'm making the base of this soup from scratch, so I don't have any vegetable stock to add to it. I'm making sure to add all my own flavors in the right amounts. Be nice and generous with that. Okay, so that's my celery salt. That's done. I am going to add salt later, but I'm going to make sure I have it taste right. If you don't want salt, you can use organic no salt seasoning. This is from Costco, and I find it goes really good on chicken and soups, especially the vegetable soups. It's just got all the nice blend of vegetables in here. So let's just have a look and see what's in here. So this is onion, garlic, carrot, black pepper, bell pepper, tomato, orange peel, lemon peel, and some other spices and herbs. So this will go really nice with our fall soup. I am going to add some more orange peel to this. I like how it goes together. Alright, so I wanted to use fresh herbs, but I didn't have any available at the time, so I am using dried ones. Basil goes good in soup. Rosemary is also good, but I didn't happen to have any, so I'm going to use basil. Just like a teaspoon. And that's good. I'm adding the ginger and the salt a little bit later because it doesn't change the flavor if you fry it or not. As you can see, my flavors are really starting to caramelize together on the bottom of my pot. Not burning, just bringing out the flavors. And then I'm going to add my water next. I did fill it just a little under half full with water because I'm still adding quite a few vegetables. I'm going to add my pumpkin next. You can leave the skin on because actually most of the nutrients are under the skin, and pumpkin skin, at least with the jack-o'-lantern pumpkins, blends in really nice. You don't even notice it's there. If you want to peel it, you can, but I like the nutrients from the skin. And I've got my celery, and I made sure to pick pieces that had lots of leaves on them for flavor. Alright, and I'm going to add my carrot, beet, parsnip mix. Yum. That'd be really good. Here's the ingredients on this. Right, and then I'm going to add my carrots to it. That's probably good. I didn't use the whole bag of carrots, but maybe most of it. You can use all of it if you want to. I wanted to have it sort of half pumpkin, half vegetable, not like mostly carrot, so I didn't use the whole bag. Okay, so I have pink Himalayan salt, which is my favorite kind of salt. Just to taste, I'm not gonna like put a ton in there. I'm just gonna sprinkle some in. I may add more later after I taste my soup base. And ginger, maybe a teaspoon. I'm just gonna shake some in. I'm keeping this out in case I want to adjust the flavor after. Oh, turmeric. I was gonna add turmeric because turmeric and carrots and orange peel go really good together. Let's see. Okay. All right, so I got this whole kilogram of turmeric for $4 from Superstar. So I'm gonna try a teaspoon. I'll add a little more later if it looks that way. That's about a teaspoon. And cream, but I'm gonna add the cream after, maybe when I stick it in the blender. All right. I could add it now. I'll add it later, as long as I don't forget. Stir this up a bit. I added all my ingredients. Okay, so I have all my seasonings in here. I'm gonna add my orange peel. I almost forgot. Okay. So when you add orange peel, a fine grater is the best. Okay, pretty nice. And I picked a really nice orange one that's good and ripe. Good. And then I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze this orange in there. Make sure I don't get any seeds in though. If you have an actual lemon squeezer, that works better. This is incredibly messy. All right. Hi. This is not for you. No. No. This is my food. Not for kitties. Yeah. Okay. Stir this up. And I'm gonna taste for flavor. Let's see if we have enough salt in here and enough of the right spices and whatnot. Okay. Definitely taste the ginger in there. Definitely the orange. I think it has enough salt. It almost tastes too sweet. It needs something more savory in it somehow. I haven't decided what that's going to be yet. Let's try that again. You know, a chicken broth would go really good in that. I have some bouillon under the cupboard. Let me add it. Oh, what do you got here? This is chicken. Okay. All right. So if you have some bouillon cubes or just some OXO. This is chicken flavored. Not sure how many I should add in here. Okay, so one of these does 3/4 cup. So I might put in 4. I'm gonna check and see if it's correct. It's weird, but chicken stock actually tastes sweet to me because I've cut so much sugar out of my diet. But I think that'll add the savoriness that I need. And it does seem like it'll go good with the pumpkin. So we'll just add that in. I remember last time I used chicken drippings from a chicken that I made, and that's how it tasted savory enough. But pumpkin and butternut squash are both very, very sweet. So you've got to balance your sweet with your other flavors and make sure it doesn't taste like a dessert soup. All right. So I'm going to stir that in and then we'll do another taste test. Oh, spilled on myself. Okay. All right. Let's try. Yes. Now it tastes like soup, not like pumpkin pie. So we're gonna let that cook for a little bit. And I'm just gonna start cleaning up. Running out of spoons, and I want to be able to eat this, so I might have to put a load of dishes on. Did I put my turmeric in? Oh, I did. I need a bag plate. There we go. Turmeric. My ginger. And that has enough salt. Maybe I'll start the dishwasher when I'm done because it's going to be really noisy. Okay. All right, 7 minutes until the fries are done. Let's check on them. I'm going to give them a little bit of a stir. Oh, they're starting to stick. Yeah. Oh, I dropped them down below. Oh. Get that out with the tongs. Hey, yeah, yeah. All right. Oscar, you want to fry? There you go. I am going to add my cream. So what you do is you just pour in the cream and stir it until it looks like the color of butternut squash soup. You don't really have a measuring thing for it. So I'm almost done this one. I'm going to use it first, and then I opened 2 things, so just trying to use them both up. All right. Okay, that's empty. Stir if that first little bit, that was like a 1/4 cup maybe. Okay, and it's barely changed the color at all, so we definitely need some more cream. This is okay. I'm gonna pick a newer cream because this I'm just gonna use for coffee. I want this soup to last enough days, so I'm picking the November 20th instead of the November 13th one. It's November 13th today, so I don't want to use cream that expires today. I should have opened the 13th one first, but I was not noticing the dates. Okay, so this is good, so it'll be good for a while. And that will last now when I stick it in the fridge. Okay, that's a good color. Right. What do I do with my tasting spoon? Why did I put it in the dishwasher already? Okay, one more tasting spoon. This is my last spoon. Okay, so I just want to see if the color is right and if there's enough cream in here. Yeah, that's really good. Definitely don't want to add more cream because I don't want it too rich. As you can see, that's a really good color. Nice sort of carrot You can see here the color of my carrots is coming out. Color of my pumpkin squash. All right, so you don't have to cook it till it's boiling hot. Just enough so that your vegetables are soft enough for the blender, which is good right now. So we are gonna go ahead and blend this up. Stick it in a big bowl. So here so we can see the other side. There we go. All right, so I'm using a Ninja blender because this will be super fast. It has multiple blades. It's the best blender. I definitely recommend it for anything from smoothies to soups, whatever you need. This is my favorite kitchen gadget. All right, I'm just gonna turn it a little bit so we can see me too. Here we go. Oh, that's a bit messy. I didn't realize that we were gonna see this, so I'm just gonna cover this mess up. There we go. Okay. Ta-da! Yeah, so I'm gonna plug this in, and then we'll get started blending our soup, and then we'll stick it on the pot again to make it keep hot the rest of the way. I do not like putting super hot things in my blender. So, yep. And we are gonna fill this up with the measuring cup. Okay, this is my favorite way of scooping hot soup. This makes it nice and easy. All right, so I'm just gonna put this in here really quick, and then I'll stick this maybe over here. Have the same surface to work on, that'll be better. Okay, yes, there we go. All right, so I've got my pot, and I've got my blender container, and I'm gonna just do it in about 3 or 4 batches, just however long it takes. And make sure you have enough of the water in here to be able to blend it. Keeping an eye on my fries, they are going to be done any second. I'm going to take them out. Okay. And clear. All right. And there we have our yam, parsnip, carrot fries. All vegetable, no potato. I would have made more, but it's just for me, so. And same with this soup. I just make this for my lunches. My husband's on a sort of modified keto diet. He's losing a lot of weight doing that. On keto, you cannot have this much, like things like carrots and squash all together, but I'm off of keto right now because I'm enjoying holidays. All right, so I'm gonna maybe add 1 more scoop and then blend that up. There we go. And I'm gonna stick it all in this big bowl. And we all have one to sort of transfer over back into the pot when I'm mixing. All right. Plugged in, ready to go. Check that, see if it's, oh yeah, that's nice and blended. Okay. Good, so we're gonna pour that over. Look at how the beets, the flavor of the beets really comes out when you blend it. It's almost like, turns from orange to like almost red or coral. Oh, that's gonna be so good. I actually have to taste a little bit of this first. Mmm. All right, let's see how our soup turned out. like the ginger in it and the turmeric. It's almost like spicy a little bit. But the cream tones it down. So these veggie fries actually do have sugar in them, which I don't like, and a tiny bit of flour in them for some reason. So the next time I cook something with this type of thing in it, I would definitely just use parsnips, carrots, and beets instead of parsnip, carrot, and beets fries. And if I was gonna make veggie fries, I would just make my own veggie fries and not buy them pre-made, because I don't like the stuff, the extra stuff that they add to them. I mean, they taste amazing, but I would make it without flour and without sugar. And I think that maybe the reason why my soup was tasting too sweet is because they put sugar in the fries. Okay, this is going to be the last bit of soup that goes in here. And then we're going to be able to pour this all back in the pot to heat it up the rest of the way so we have a nice boiling hot soup. Okay. I'm just going to rinse this off really quick. Alright, and we're going to pour show you what our soup looks like. It almost looks like cream of tomato soup, but there's no tomato in here. That's the color of the carrots and beets. If you are vegetarian, you would have to swap out the chicken stock for a vegetable stock, and it would taste just as good. So I just realized that I put chicken stock in my vegetarian soup, but that's okay because I'm not vegetarian. Okay, and all right. Out the rest of the way. All right, so I'm going to move us over to the other side of the kitchen so we can watch the rest of the cooking. And I'm just adding now the rest of the blender mix, and we're going to heat this up, cook it, and then we'll bowl it up and make it look pretty. All right. Medium is good. There we go. And I'm thinking of adding actually a tiny bit more cream just to give it that color that it needs. November 20th, that's the good one. Okay. It's like when you put cream in your coffee, you just keep adding and stirring until it looks like how you like it. And I'm going to put a little dollop of sour cream on the top once I plate it. There, I think that looks good now. And I think a little bit of dill on the top would look nice. I like the way that dill goes with carrots. And because it's a complementary color, you want to have your garnish be something the opposite. I would use a fresh sprig of dill, but I don't have any, so I'm going to sprinkle a little of this just on the top of the sour cream once I plate it up here. Last spoon. I'm gonna have to wash one. I'm going to do one last taste test. We're going to see if it's hot enough. Because I don't want to like boil it to death. I want it to actually not be overcooked. It's warm, but it's not quite hot yet. So I am going to wait till I see a few more bubbles coming up in the top here. Just a tiny bit. Because I'm getting hungry. Yum! I'm going to put some coffee on while I'm waiting for that. Dun, dun. Okay, I'm seeing some steam. I'm thinking that's probably hot enough. Sour cream. A nice dinner for a cold night in. My soup, my sour cream, and some fries. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.